What's good, y'all? This your boy is either real here. I'm just gonna give you an update. This is just a video update about what's getting ready to go on with Dak. It's just I'm gonna give you what happened recently with RFG, the chosen one, because he did contact me, and I'm gonna also talk about Dak. But before I talk about Dak Prescott, because I think this guy's out of his mind. I'm a Cowboy fan just as much as the next person. Right, I'm a loyal. I've been a loyal Cowboys fan for years, but I think Dak lost his mind. But before I get to Dak real quick, let me just talk about RFG, the chosen one, because he did contact me again on one of my other videos. He contacts me on one of my other videos, the one I did on Hubbard the second time, where Hubbard went against did a video on the Million Man March, talking against the Minister Louis Farrakhan, disrespecting Farrakhan and calling him the N-word again on that video. Because I've been telling people, man, Hubbard does things. Hubbard is two-faced. This is somebody out of his freaking mind. He don't know what. Again, this is somebody that don't really care about black people. He only wants black people. He wants black people to feel sorry for him. He'll say he cares about black people only so he can get black people to go to his channel and subscribe and go to his Patreon or pay money to him. But this man has two videos saying the N-word blatantly. Just an excuse to say the N-word so he can please his other viewers who are Caucasian, who don't like black people, who do say the N-word on a regular. Okay? On the videos about George Floyd, that means nothing, because George Floyd wouldn't even approve of those videos, even to Jackie Robinson. But anyways, RFG said some things, because of course we know that those two don't like each other anyway, right? We understand that the two don't like each other, but anyways, so he responds on my channel. So he tells me to basically hit him up on IG. Okay, so he tells me to hit him up on Instagram, which I did. But this is what I said. Okay, and I came on RFG, the chosen one's channel, humbly. I told him that the one thing that we both agree on is that we know that Hubbard is racist. I told him that we both don't like Hubbard. But I also told RFG the things that I don't like, that I disagree with him. Okay? Again, I want y'all to understand that I don't hate RFG, the chosen one, despite what he's done in the past, despite what Eli has said on his channel about him, which is his ex-roommate. God is a forgiving God, so I forgive RFG, the chosen one. Okay? Now I forgive him for coming on my Tom Brady video, saying what he said and doing all this crazy stuff that makes no sense. I forgive him. But this is what I told RFG. I said, RFG, I believe in Jesus. That's what I told him. I believe in God. And I'm somebody who actually plays sports. I told him I play sports on a semi-professional level, so I know everything these athletes are going through and what they got to do to prepare. And I told him, man, spirituality or whatever you call that, being spiritual, all the other stuff, symbolism. This is what I told him. Symbolism ain't got nothing to do with it. Because RFG got people coming on my video trying to attack me over symbolism. There's another dude that subscribed to me that's act like he act like somebody who ain't even like civilized. He act like somebody that's bipolar. Like this dude recently hopped on one of my channels trying to cuss me out over symbolism. And this is another thing I don't like neither. I hate people that leave comments and then delete them. When people do that, that means you ain't watched the whole video. You say things before watching the entire video. I don't like people who comment and don't watch the entire video. Okay? Do not hop on my video and then just be deleting comments. So I can't remove it. I can't check you. It's stupid. But anyways, I told RFG, symbolism ain't got nothing to do with these athletes that gotta beat their opponents. They gotta win games. It don't. So I told him, man, like I'm somebody who comes from an athletics standpoint. I know what these athletes are going through. I know what's on their mindset. I know how hard they gotta work and train every single week and every single year. Even now, as we speak, there are athletes right now in the NFL that's training right now. As we speak, as of today or tonight, you have people that's in the weight room. You have people that's running 4 or 5 miles. Okay? You got NFL players that don't like the fact they season ended the way they did, so they trying to make themselves better. Okay? So those are one of the things I told RFG when I messaged him on Instagram. Now he may not even read it. He may not read my message. Okay, he could just easily ignore it. or he may use it on his on a YouTube video to respond about me. Okay, that's all good. But I at least try to make peace with that dude. Okay, because I don't want no beef. I'm not about to be going back and forth with somebody like that. I'm really not. We at least agreed to disagree. And that's how the Lord bless us. We at least agreed that we don't like Hubbard's use of the N-word against our people. Okay, we and him established that. But as far as all the other stuff about athletes and symbolism and, you know, this, that, and the other, no, I don't agree with him. Because that stuff is too far-fetched. It ain't got nothing to do with the game. I meant what I said in my part 3 video. Okay? Tom Brady proved YouTubers like him wrong. Instead of talking about Tom Brady, you need to be betting on him. Because the people who bet money on Tom Brady in that Super Bowl, they won a lot of money. Those people are smart. All right? So that's just it, man. Like I said, I'm not finna be beefing with RMG. I'm not finna go back and forth with that dude. I said what I got to say. I might mention one more time on some Christianity stuff. Okay? Because see, me, I got God in my life. I got Jesus Christ. I got Yahshua, a.k.a. the Most High, man. I don't all that other stuff about, you know, Freemason. Because I know, me personally, I know the truth. Freemason ain't evil. They ain't got nothing to do with all this crazy stuff that's going on. But all that about, like, people doing ritual stuff, that stuff doesn't affect me. Because at the end of the day, God's going to take care of the wicked ones. All right? But, you know, again, man, I pray the RFG Chosen One does see the truth. And, you know, I don't wish no harm against that guy. But, again, I pray for people like him because they lost. You know, they create their own reality. And to his subscribers that put money into his Patreon, it's your fault if you lose. If you put your money in the RFG The Chosen One and you lose, that's your fault. Don't blame him for that. It's your fault. Just like I got on the people that go to Hubbard's channel and subscribe to that and complain because you losing money. That's your fault. You know, so I would have never even been on YouTube at all had it not been for RFG The Chosen One, Hubbard, and like 3-4 other YouTubers all picking the coach to go to the Super Bowl. And that whoever saw football and actually watched the coach, you know that Andrew Luck wasn't that good of a quarterback anyway. I mean, going wrong, he had talent, but that team was too up and down anyway. And the Vikings was never going to go because Sam Bradford has never once made the playoffs a day in his career. He was an absolute bust. Let's just be honest. All right? Now, let's get to Mr. Dak Prescott. Now, I want to say this now, and y'all know how I feel. Okay? When Dak first became a rookie like 5 years ago in 2016, when Tony Romo was injured and kept getting hurt, okay, I basically campaigned for Dak to pretty much be the starting quarterback. You know, I made YouTube videos about it. I even came at a person named Shane Maywell, which, by the way, that was a trans, because that was actually a woman basically perpetrating a dude. That was a dyke. Shane wasn't even a man. That was actually a woman. Somebody posted it on the Dallas Cowboy fan page. Because there was a person named Shane Maywell who would come against Dak and say mean things about Dak while praising Tony Romo. And we all know Tony Romo had to go anyway. His time was already up. But anyways, you know, so I defended Dak. And, you know, I praised Dak. You know, because he did a very good job his rookie year. Despite Zeke Elliott being the actual rookie year officially. But Zeke was humble enough to share the award with Dak. But the fact still remains. Dak is not better than Tony Romo, or no better than Tony Romo. The only thing I will give Dak over Tony Romo is that he makes smarter decisions with the football. Dak don't really throw interceptions crazy like that. He's not reckless. Like Tony Romo was reckless with the football. Let's just be honest. Because Tony Romo lost playoff series that the Cowboys had no business losing. Like the Giants, for example, in 2007, 2008. The Cowboys could have actually beaten the Giants had Romo would have decided to make smarter decisions with football. Instead of trying to throw in traffic in goal line, run that ball in. Okay, if you get hit, you get hit. But at least you would have scored a touchdown. Okay, see, things like that is what kept the Cowboys out of a championship. Even against the Seattle Seahawks. Okay, in that series. We could have beaten the Seahawks. Because if we would have beaten the Seahawks, we would have beaten the Carolina Panthers. Without a doubt. Okay, all Tony Romo had to do was hold the football so the kicker can kick it in, get the field goal, and we win the game. So it's games like that which mess the Cowboys up. So I will give Prescott his credit. Prescott knows how to make better fourth quarter comebacks than Romo. But the problem with Dak is, again, the Cowboys have made no progress since he became the starter. We still can't beat the Green Bay Packers or Aaron Rodgers. We still keep losing in the second round. The man has not won an MVP award at all. Matter of fact, Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson has already passed him up. As a matter of fact, him and Jared Goff and Carson Wentz all got drafted around the same time. Now, of course, Wentz only got a ring because of Nick Foles. Wentz was injured, and Nick Foles took over as the starter, which was previously his spot, okay, because the Eagles was dumb enough to trade him. But somehow Nick Foles made his way back to the team, and he showed everybody that he's the real Eagle, that he should have stayed. Even to this day, if you would have kept Nick Foles, you wouldn't need to even be you would have kept Nick Foles and traded Carson Wentz, they would have been better off. But that's neither here or there. So yeah, Carson Wentz has a championship ring despite him getting injured and not playing. And then Jared Goff actually took his team to a Super Bowl. Matter of fact, the Rams beat the crap out of my Cowboys just 2 seasons ago. We're going on 3 now. Okay, so yeah, the Cowboys have made no progress. Even last year, okay, I feel bad. I'm sad that he got hurt. Okay, that happened. Okay, the man did break his leg. I'm sorry that happened. And I'm sorry that, and again, I know the man has just lost his older brother. His older brother committed suicide. So, again, man, my condolences to his family. So he's going through a rough time, but him asking for $40 million is ridiculous. That's the most stupidest thing I ever heard any athlete even say, man. Like, why would you even demand that kind of money? Let's be honest. Dak, you're not worth no $40 million. I'm sorry, man. He's not. Because, remember, the man did play last year or 2 years ago. In the 2019 season, again, the Cowboys did not make the playoffs. Matter of fact, I believe we were 8-8 that season. So let that sink in. Like Tony Romo, Dak went 8-8 as a starter. Okay, yeah, sure. We didn't have Zeke Elliott because he got suspended. But again, we did have a solid backup. We had other running backs on depth chart. There's no excuses. No one player don't stop the show. These are all professionals. Yeah, I admit that Zeke Elliott has a lot of impact with the offense, but again, you went 8-8. And then even the season before we made the playoffs against the Rams, we only won 5 games. Barely won 5 games. Last year we went 6-10. Now, if I'm Jerry Jones, and I want to make this very clear, because this is getting on my nerves. We gotta stop playing a race card every time a black person don't get the job they want, or they get traded or released. I've seen people call Jerry Jones racist, this and that and the other. Like, how is Jerry Jones racist? Jerry Jones got more Hall of Famers than about half the NFL. As far as black Hall of Famers on his team. Like Charles Haley, Deion Sanders, okay? Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith. Even Ken Norton Jr. played for the Cowboys before he was a 49er. I think Ken Norton Jr. helped the Cowboys get to 2 Super Bowls in a row. Okay, we got those guys going on. All right? So he has a lot of Hall of Famers. Even Eddie George played for the Cowboys at one time. After leaving the Tennessee Titans, he went right there. That's another Hall of Famer that played for the Dallas Cowboys. And, of course, you got DeMarcus Ware. He's a Cowboy. Even though he won a Super Bowl with the Broncos, he's most known for being a Dallas Cowboy because that's the team he went to the most Pro Bowls with. And this is also the same man who gives black players a second chance. Like, for example, Geno Smith. Not Geno Smith, excuse me, but Greg Hardy. Excuse me, yeah. Geno Smith was a quarterback from the Jets. I'm talking about Greg Hardy. Yeah, Greg Hardy, the linebacker that beat his woman, got released from the Carolina Panthers because of domestic abuse. He beat his woman. But soon after that season, Jerry Jones signs him to a contract for at least 1 year. And then there was Michael Sam, the first openly gay black man that was engaged. Okay, he was engaged to a Caucasian man. And the Rams released him because they didn't want that type of media attention. People in the locker room felt uncomfortable around Michael Sam, but Jerry Jones actually signed Michael Sam to a contract for the rest of the season. Now, Michael Sam wound up being on the practice squad because Jason Garrett had no use for him. But again, he still made money for that time being. Oh yeah, and when Michael Irvin was caught smoking crack in his mansion, cheating on his wife with about 3 other women with his homeboy. Jerry Jones was the one that bailed him out, bailed Michael Irvin out, and gave him another chance. Of course, the Cowboys on a Super Bowl run. They're one of the best teams, but still, in today's NFL, Michael Irvin would have been gone. Roger Goodell wouldn't have been playing that. He would have suspended Michael Irvin indefinitely for doing cocaine. In today's NFL, that wouldn't be tolerated. But back in them days, man, oh yeah. No, man. Players, that was a different time. Especially you a team like the Cowboys and you was competing for championships and you the best top tier in the league. Oh yeah, they had use. They was of use to you. But nowadays, they ain't going in 2020 and 21, no, they ain't going to be tolerated. But back in 94, 93, no, I say 95, that was a different story. But again, Dak is not worth no $40 million. I'm sorry, man. You worth $40 million when you've at least gotten your team to a Super Bowl. You at least won an NFC championship. Let alone an AFC championship. All right? You're worth $40 million when you won an MVP award. Okay? You're worth $40 million when you at least got that team out the second round. Dak Prescott has done neither. So Jerry Jones is not racist if Jerry Jones decides he's going to let Dak Prescott walk out of it and remain a free agent officially, okay, by the end of March. So he has to the end of this month to re-sign Dak's contract. Okay? If not this month or next month by April. Or at least by the start of the summertime. But if Jerry Jones decides let's say he decides to trade Dak and somehow get a Russell Wilson, because I would take Russell Wilson in a heartbeat. And according to Adam Schefter, the Cowboys and Saints are pretty much in talks with the Seahawks because apparently Russell Wilson's not happy in Seattle. He wants out of there. So I'm just putting that out there now. Russell Wilson does not want to be in Seattle no more. He's apparently is tired. Okay, he's tired of losing because the Seahawks, to be honest, man, they've been a disappointment ever since. Like, Pete Carroll just continues to have bad luck with that team. They've been going down ever since. They have done absolutely nothing since after losing to the Patriots in the Super Bowl. So Russell Wilson is apparently tired. He's tired and he's fed up. So if I'm Jerry Jones, if I can basically trade Dak Prescott over to the Seattle Seahawks and get Dak to commit to Seattle, which he probably will because it's Pete Carroll, and I could get Russell Wilson in exchange, I'm going to do that. And Jerry Jones ain't going to be racist if he does that. I don't like how that video went down last year. Because he got franchise tagged. You had Snoop Dogg coming in, Shannon Sharp going against Jerry Jones for what? Dude, y'all need to stop that, man. It's a business. Okay? Dak Prescott ain't the only black quarterback in this league. There's too many others. And you even got the boy from Ohio State coming in. Like, no, I'm tired of hearing that. No, Dak, you're not worth $40 million. You're out of your freaking mind. I'm sorry, man. I'm a Cowboy fan, but I got to be honest. He's not worth $40 million. Because as far as I'm concerned, Dak has done absolutely nothing for the Cowboys at all. Nothing. All right. So if I'm Jerry Jones, if Dak don't want to, because this is the thing, man, Dak is not gonna want to take being franchise tag a second time. So if I'm Jerry Jones, I'm gonna tell his agent like, look, we ain't gonna deal with it no more. Okay, if Dak don't want to take being franchise tag again, we finna trade him. Or I tell his agent, I wish him the best of luck, but I can't deal with him no more. If I'm Stephen Jones, I'm Jerry Jones' son, I'll be telling Dak immediately. I'll call him on the phone and be like, look, okay, we appreciate what you've done for this team, but we don't feel you're worth $40 million. That's too much money, and we're going to go in another direction. Because what the Cowboys need to be doing, be honestly, instead of Dak Prescott, I would rather have Cam Newton. Because at least Cam Newton has a Super Bowl. At least he went to a Super Bowl, right? He has an NFC championship under his belt. He's a former MVP, and Cameron's actually went to the Super Bowl with the Panthers, having lesser help than Dak Prescott. As of right now, Prescott has had way more help than Cam Newton's had because Prescott has had all his receivers. You had CeeDee Lamb, who was a first-round draft pick. You've had Michael Cooper fully healthy. All right? He's also had Michael Gallup, who's very fast, who's proven he got speed. I've seen Michael Gallup burn DBs at least 8-9 times over the last 2 years. That man has set receivers. Okay? That practice has had the receivers that Cam Newton didn't have when Cam Newton had the Panthers in the playoffs. So let's just be honest. And plus, Dak has had Ezekiel Elliott. Cam Newton has not had a running back like Ezekiel Elliott at all since he's been playing in the NFL. I'll be honest, man. Ezekiel Elliott is capable of giving you almost 2,000 yards. That man gives you over 1,500 yards a season. The running backs Cam Newton has not been on Ezekiel Elliott's level. So me personally, I would rather trade for Russell Wilson, or I'd rather take Cam Newton. Or if better yet, I'll get Deshaun Watson. If I can't get Russell Wilson, I'll trade for Deshaun. I believe Houston Texans will be happy to get Dak Prescott anyway. Or let Dak go over to the New Orleans Saints since he's from New Orleans. No, I'll be happy to even Tyson Hill. I'll even take Tyson Hill. If the Saints don't want Tyson Hill because his contract's finna be up, I'll take either one. Right? I'll be honest, man. Or I even give Jameis Winston a chance. Teddy Bridgewater. I'll even be happy to take Teddy Bridgewater. The point is, man, the Cowboys need another quarterback. They need somebody that's ready to win that can handle the pressure. Dak can't handle pressure. He just can't, man. Any more different than Tony Romo. Because this is Mike McCarthy. This is not Jason Garrett. I'm going to keep telling you that. Mike McCarthy is all about winning. Matter of fact, Mike McCarthy cut the players who was holding the Cowboys down. The ones that didn't want to win, who ain't winning and give no effort, he cut them. And as soon as Mike McCarthy start trimming the fat and start cutting certain players, the Cowboys start going on like a 5-game run and almost made the playoffs. We almost beat Washington out. The problem is we got swept by them. But had we beaten Washington at least once, we probably would have made the playoffs. Especially if we would have won that last season game. But that's just it, man. That's gonna be in the video. Yeah, it's just I feel Dak is out of his mind, and I'm gonna make my final video on Tom Brady probably sometime this week. There's another video on my mind that Lord is putting on my heart to do, which I'm gonna do first. But I'm definitely gonna be making the my part 4 of the Tom Brady series, and that'll be my final video on Brady. If it don't be this week, it's gonna probably be this weekend. Anyways, man, y'all like, subscribe, comment. For all my Cowboy fans, tell me which quarterback you would like to see. If you don't want to see Prescott return, y'all stay blessed, stay tuned. As always, I'll see you soon.